Sorry bro, eating for muscle growth is far more complicated than just tossing another egg in the omelet or another chicken breast in the Tupperware. Stop making these 4 critical bulking mistakes. Too often people call themselves hard gainers, like they have no control over the pattern. Sorry man, this is just how I am. I eat so much and I've tried everything. Smart coaches and nutritionists can usually burst this bubble pretty quickly. By asking a few questions, we learn that they regularly miss meals, train only once or twice a week, run screamingly for the treadmill the second they can't see all of their abs. But their biggest problem definitely takes place in the kitchen. Start building muscles today by correcting these 4 muscle building mistakes. The bodybuilding community has created a 4th macronutrient, protein. Unlike its brother, protein, the more protein you eat, the more you grow. Or at least that's what you tell yourself while you scarf it. The fact of the matter, however, is that I haven't seen any research on eating widely excessive amounts of protein leading to additional muscle gain. But I have seen research on the amount of protein necessary to optimize muscle growth. Research published in the Journal of Sports Sciences reviewed multiple studies and determined optimal adaptation for protein among athletes can be achieved by consuming 0.6 or 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. Notice there's no 1 to the left of the decimal point. Pushing protein beyond this point probably isn't going to cost you gains, but it's likely going to provide a significantly reduced return on investment, so to speak, as measured by traditional muscle protein enthusiasts. There's probably no need for a 3rd or perhaps even a 2nd chicken breast at dinner. Too much protein not only costs more at the cash register, but it can adversely affect your appetite for consuming other foods, including high-calorie fat and workout-fueling carbohydrates, both of which are necessary to drive growth. That's because protein triggers the release of numerous fullness-promoting hormones, namely cholecystokinin and peptide, both of which send safety signals to your brain and help curb your appetite. In other words, curb your appetite, curb your growth. In this case, high protein intake may be a better choice for fat loss than muscle gain. Solution: set your protein intake to 0.6 or 0.8 grams per pound of body weight per day and distribute your intake evenly throughout the day. That's 120 to 160 grams per day for a 200-pound individual, or between 4 to 8 30 grams meals, so don't worry bro, it's still plenty. I applaud your fiber-focused, nutrient-dense driven dining decisions, I really do, but if this is the only way you're eating, it may be what's holding you back from finally packing on the pounds. Why? Your consistent meal of chicken and brown rice and broccoli is very high in fiber, which slows down digestion and promotes fullness. With this approach, you'll leave too many calories on the table and never have the big-time appetite, let alone room in your stomach to take in the amount of calories you need for gains. Select low-fiber carbs on both your pre- and post-workout meal. This will provide your body with more fuel to train hard and quickly replenish your stores. By choosing white or jasmine rice or brown rice or oats, you won't fill up as easily and you will be able to consume more fuel without an increased risk of GI distress. Also consider cutting loose and breaking all the rules for at least 1 meal a week for further assist in your high-calorie efforts. To gain weight, you must take in more calories than you burn. There's no way around it. By choosing to cram the calories you eat into too few meals, however, you set yourself up to failure right from the start. What's more feasible, spending 3600 calories across 3 or 6 meals per day? If you're new to the muscle-focused lifestyle, you may think the former is simpler, but those who've been around the block know it's the latter. Eating all those huge meals can leave you feeling bloated, weighted down, and ready to give up on goals before you even gain any real weight. Plus, evenly distributing your protein across several meals versus fewer meals has been shown to optimize muscle protein synthesis rates across 24 hours. The more often you can flip the muscle building switch, so to speak, the more opportunities for growth you create. If you're looking to add size, start to eat at least 6 meals on most days. Not only will this help to keep portions more manageable per meal, but it will also help you consistently provide your muscles with the fuel they need for growth. If lack of appetite is your biggest hurdle to packing on the pounds, eating more frequently will be a greater first step in the right direction. But you may quickly come crashing into your limits of meal prep, dishes, desire to eat, and even chewing. Job fatigue, the struggle is real. Just as cutting out liquid calories can be crucial for someone looking to lose weight, adding them in can be a game changer for gaining weight. Why? It's much easier to drink liquid calories when you're not feeling overly hungry and the clock tells you it's a mealtime. Aside from all the pre-made options out there, you can also follow a simple recipe or even just throw numerous ingredients into a blender and hit the button. Looking to add even more calories to your shake? Throw in some dairy, fruit, oats or nut butter. If you're trying to maximize the calories you need to support growth, plan on having 1 or more shakes daily as snacks between meals. Of course, shakes can serve as breakfast too, an especially good idea if you typically run out of the door without eating. So did you fall for some of those mistakes while you were bulking? Did we miss some of the important mistakes that we had to talk about? Please share your experience below, and of course, until I see you next time, you stay healthy.